All right. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Green Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. No, Chig is not having one of these. Cheeky MFer. Right. Yeah. It's just, anyway, yeah. So sorry it took a while. Just discussing a couple of things. But joining me, as always, is my partner in crime, Lee. Say hello to the people, Lee.
Come on. We won again, man. We won again. Aubameyang's top goal scorer. Bukayo Saka with his 10th assist of the season, the assist king from left back, playing out of position and ripping it up. Let's just fingers crossed that he signs a new deal. Some good performances today, man. Eddie Nketiah, boy, what a finish. What a goal that was. Always rated him. And then Mesut Ozil. Yeah, Mesut Ozil played well today. Granit Xhaka, I thought, played well. It was a good performance, mate. It was a good performance. It was a hard game because we looked like we were lost in the first 20 minutes. And then Kolasinac went off, and all of a sudden the energy when Saka came on, it was just like, rah, we're back. And then right on half time, man, it was like a little sucker punch. But I don't know what Arteta said to him at half time, because they came out quick in the second half and we got the goal, and that put us in the lead, and we hung on in the end. And I think we got kind of lucky in the end. I think a 3-3 or a 2-2, a draw, whatever way, would have probably been a fair result. But I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I just want us to win football matches. It was the same against Olympiacos. We were shocking that night on Thursday. We won. And all the way through that game, we said we'd win. And we won. Today, I said we'd win. We predicted a win.
I was still confident, even when we went on 0 down. I felt like we won this. It's just because there was enough encouragement there that made me think, yeah, Everton ain't about this life. And we beat them. I knew we'd have enough in the tank, and we beat them.
We just couldn't afford to go 2-0 down in that game. And we rode our luck, because we could have been 2-0 down and even 3-0 down. But soon as Saka then came on and we kept it at 1-0, that gave us a little kick on, and it gave us a little boost. And the fans, you could see the fans were obviously hyped. And what a cross, mate. What a cross. And Eddie's finish, bruv. Yeah, he took that like a prime Thierry Henry, bruv. Yeah, it was sick. And then the goal, Aubameyang's first goal, again, what a pass from David Luiz. Literally strolling forward out of defence after his cock-up for their goal, by the way. And then put the ball through the lines. Aubameyang, boom, movement of a genius. And he was gone. And I watched that. I've watched that a few times, yeah. He feigned to come inside the pitch. And their guy, their right back, Sidibe, I think it was. He just backed up the ball, and then he ducked around the back of him. As soon as he's gone, you ain't catching him. Yeah, as soon as he gets 5 yards on you, he's gone. And what a finish that was. And then the third goal, what a finish. Yeah, again, another header from Aubameyang. He's joint top scorer in the league. And you can see he's hungry to get that solely by himself this season. And, mate, it's pretty mad. Like, 2 headers in a row, 3 wins in a row. We had 3 clean sheets in a row before today, but Clean Sheet FC is now Dirty Sheet FC. And it don't matter. We've won again. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I'm buzzing. I can't remember the last time we won back-to-back league games or 3 games in a row straight. So yeah, man, I'm over the moon. We now march on to Olympiacos again.
I certainly like being 3 points FC. And I think for me, I said this during your watch along. I wish people would start placing targets on stuff. Let's just see how far we can finish. Yep. People keep asking the question, Chig, could you finish 5th? If you had to ask me, honestly, no, I don't. But I'd rather, instead of focusing on a target, let's just see how far these boys can actually finish. And I think, us putting targets on it is not going to help. So that's just my kind of view on it. Big up to everybody that is watching, over 100 people so far. Please do stick a like on this video as you come in. I'll appreciate it. Yes, donations are always welcome. But as I always say, forget donations. The likes is your donations. That's free. And that's something that immediately has an impact on the channel. So make sure you can do that. That would be fantastic. And also subscribe if you haven't before already. I know my namesake Chris was in the chat room earlier saying he's a new subscriber. Big up to Chris. Anybody who is a new subscriber, let me know. I'll highlight your comment just to kind of thank you. All right, guys. If you're watching us for the first time, you don't know how we do this. We're going to go and talk about player ratings. Lee will mark the back line and his man of the match. I will do the whole team. In order for you to find out the rest of Lee's marks, go onto Lee's channel, and I'm sure he'll do the rest of the player ratings. Are you doing it straight after this?
No, I'll do it at 9 o'clock, man.
Do it at 9 o'clock. Okay,
yeah, I need to eat, mate. I need to eat.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Let's talk about Bernd Leno. Now, he was a lot of people's man of the match, including a lot of people in the chat room. We respectfully disagreed. We thought that in the end he had a good performance, but he also made an error. I don't think he was the sole person for the error, but he was the person for the error that led to the second goal. So I think from my perspective, I'm going to give Bernd Leno a 7, which I know will seem harsh to a lot of you, who I'm sure would give him a 9 if it weren't for that mistake, but I'm going to give him a 7. What about yourself?
I think we've agreed on Bernd Leno's score for 4 straight games.
What is going on? Is it? Okay.
Yeah, man. I thought he was a little bit sus at times today, man. Like, I don't know. It was just like a couple of times that he misread. Like the one, I think it was David Luiz went flying across Calvert-Lewin in the second half when Richarlison put the ball in. Yeah, he was on his bike. He was going towards the penalty spot. It's like, where are you going? Like, if Calvert-Lewin had got a touch on that, it would have been a goal. Yeah. And I do think he was at fault for that goal. Yeah. Having said that, the Richarlison goal I'm on about. Having said that, there was what, about 7 defenders around Calvert-Lewin when he headed that ball and he outjumped Mustafi. He was normally very good in the air. It was probably the only header he didn't win today. But then as soon as he does win the header, what's Leno doing, man? Yeah. He literally just folded, like literally just dropped. It was like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, come out, be brave, jump up like a star, man, like Schmeichel used to do. Yeah, and if he takes you out and he scores, cool, fair play to him. But he made that easy for Richarlison, man. It was right on half time, and it was like, you've got him back in the game, man. But I don't think he was, other than that bad. But a couple of little things, I was just like, do you know what? On another day, that could have cost us. It didn't today, so a 7.
Agreed. Totally agree. Totally agree. Let's go with Hector Bellerin. For me, it's a shame with Hector because I think the last couple of games before he was dropped for the Europa, I thought he'd been playing well. And then today, I don't know what that was. Honestly, I thought Hector... I'm struggling to give him a 4, to be honest.
Worst player on the pitch.
I'm going to say a 3. I thought he was that bad. I honestly did. He made one decent second half slide-in block, but then he also missed one that led to a chance for them. I'm trying to think of any other good thing that he did in that game. I can't think of anything, so I'm going to go with a 3 out of 10 for Hector.
Even obviously, my stream, I missed the first goal. Obviously, I've seen the goal back, right? But when I did get my stream up and running, they had a chance to go 2-0 up. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Iwobi. Yeah, and he was in the box. It might have been Richarlison, actually. And he was in the box. And I watched the reverse angle of that. Yeah. And Bellerin, it starts over there. Then he just comes jogging in, like casually. It's like, bust your backside off, bro. Yeah. And luckily, they didn't score it, right? But I looked back at it and they showed it at half time again as well, right? And he's literally just like casual, like, oh, yeah, there's nothing here. He's got a man run past him. Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was Richarlison or Iwobi. Yeah. And they were 1-0 up at the time. It was before Kolasinac got injured. And I was, look at this guy, man. My man's like casual as fuck. Like, sorry, I swore. It's the only time I'm doing it on your stream. And I was just like, what is his problem? I thought he played rubbish against Newcastle as well. Yeah, and like, I don't know what Maitland-Niles has done to Arteta, but Jesus Christ. Like, but having said that, I do think that since he's come back from injury, overall, I'd give him maybe a 7. Yeah, I think he's been right. Yeah. But yeah, today, man, I'm not going to be as harsh. I'm going to give him a 4. But I do think he was our worst player.
Yeah, I thought it was terrible today. Speaking of terrible, David Luiz and Squadron Mustafi, who in recent weeks have been rock solid. I knew it. I knew it yesterday. I was praising them. I was talking about how they're a good partnership, how this is the first time I picked Mustafi, not because I have to, because actually I thought it was best for the team. And I knew by saying that, I would jinx this guy. And I just think like they were both just Tweedledee and Tweedledum, although I thought Luiz was a little worse than Mustafi. I thought Mustafi was good in the air, like you said. I thought David Luiz just went through the motions after his error. I will say this, in fairness to both of them, right? And I hate using this. I just said today I hate using this expression, but I have to apply it to these two. I do think once the error happened, they both attempted to react well to it. David Luiz through the was it pre-assist that he got, and then
the assist for Aubameyang's goal. Yeah, that was a sick pass. That was a sick pass. That was a sick pass.
And then Mustafi, I thought, like you said, I thought he won every header after that mistake. I don't think he was particularly imposing. I thought he played better last week. I thought he played better midweek, but I thought he kind of reacted as best as he possibly could have. But to me, I'm going to give both of them a 6.
I think you're a bit harsh with that, you know.
I think 6. I think 6 is not bad, considering.
I think for the first goal, David Luiz, you could say, yeah, what are you doing? But at the same time, it was a high boot. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, listen, that was just a great finish from Calvert-Lewin, yeah? For their second goal, Mustafi got out-jumped by Calvert-Lewin. Mustafi's normally sick in the air. For that, he was nowhere near. But then there's 6 other Arsenal players around him. It's like, where are the rest of you? Like, you know, you got to play for the second ball. Yeah, you got to assume in your head he ain't going to win the header. Yeah, and nobody was alert or alive. So I'm going to give them both a 7. Yeah, I thought Mustafi, other than that header, won every single header. I thought he was all right, actually. After the first 20 minutes or so, I actually thought he'd done all right. The last couple of minutes of the game, the last 5-10 minutes of the game, yeah, maybe when they're putting a bit of pressure on, he looked a bit sus. But David Luiz, I thought he'd done all right. I thought they both done all right. Same as Leno. They both made cock-ups, but other than that, I thought they were all right. 7.
Maybe it's just me then. I think that's proper generous, if you ask me. But okay, I'll let you have the 7. Mr. Nice Guy Lee over here.
Yeah, come on. Toxic and negative, bruv. Yeah, come on.
Saka. Oh, no, it's Kolasinac, isn't it? He was the starter.
Yeah, Kolasinac.
I thought he found himself out of position a couple of times. Warmed into the game a little bit, but then by then we were already losing. And then he had his injury. I'm not sure I could give him much more than a 5, just purely on the basis that we didn't really see how the game blossomed when he started. So, yeah, I think so. Look at this.
Yeah,
First of all, my name ain't Chin. Abbas. Second of all, how am I being negative? Just giving you marks.
Do you know what I'm going to do, right? In fact, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to mute the word negative from my channel. I've already blocked the word toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? There's so many people out there that just like, well, and this is what I said to you when I very first came off of the stream just a minute ago. Instead of saying, "Oh, you're negative, you're toxic, you're a hater, you're this," all you're doing is confirming what I'm saying because you're not offering a difference of opinion.
A logical argument. Yeah.
So all you're doing is backing my point and saying my point is right because you haven't got an argument to go against it. So then you go, "Oh, you're negative." I
don't mind debating people. For me, ultimately, at the end of the day, and you see me and Lee do this all the time, which just goes to show that this point I'm saying is very true, right? If you have a point and I respectfully listen to you, and then I have a point and I respectfully listen and you respectfully listen to me, and then we might go back and forth for a bit, and then come the end of it, we decide, look, we're no closer to our minds being changed. We both go about our business. There's nothing negative in that. It'd be a pretty boring show if everybody did in this chat room and everybody did in this panel, especially between me and Lee, was just agree on everything. Yep.
This thing is supposed to be buzzy, happy, nice. Yeah, great. Oh, it's amazing. Everything's great and rosy. Oh, we're amazing. We got the best team in the world. We're gonna get 5th. We're gonna get Champions League. Man City are banned. Oh, let's all have a cup of tea. Let's all sip a beer over it. Oh, let's all get the party. But no, I live in the real world, mate. Yeah, I live in the real world, and I've seen Arsenal do crap because I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, I've seen Arsenal do crap. I've also seen Arsenal win everything. Yeah, I've also seen Arsenal win in Europe, which is something we ain't done for a very long time. And I've also seen better players than every single player that plays at this football club right now play for Arsenal. So when I say what I'm saying it based on what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, and if people don't like it, I couldn't care less. I genuinely couldn't. Offer up an argument against it in a respectful way, or I couldn't care less.
Can I point something out? Remember in your last stream, right? Omar goes, I'm out of here, I'm going to bed. He's in the chat.
Big up Omar.
Always does it. It's like, bro, you don't need to say you're going to bed. Just say, I'll see you later. I'll chat to you later. I'll see you when you start your stream. You always make this point of saying you're going out of it and then coming later.
Now, do you know what? Big up Omar, yeah? He watches literally every single Arsenal football channel out there. Yeah, literally every single channel.
Well, big up to more than 200 people watching. Once again, please do stick a like on this video. Please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The likes are the most important thing out here. So make sure the like squad are active and they abuse that like button for me. Let's talk about Saka. Now, do you not
want to do him on the subs?
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting it was a sub. Right. Let's talk about Granit Xhaka. Now, for me, I've changed my mind. Remember I said he was man in the match? Yeah. I remember a couple of things that annoyed me in that game about him. So I've changed my mind. I still thought he played well. And he's one guy who clearly is enjoying life under Arteta a lot. Kept the ball ticking nicely. To me, what I'm liking about Xhaka, because I was a huge critic of this, his short passing has dramatically improved. Dramatically. He's not just giving the ball away stupidly like he used to through short passing. And that is clearly, obviously, that is a staple. If you're gonna play for Arteta, you better learn to pass over 2 yards. He's obviously learned how to do that now. I thought he did pretty well, but I do change my mind. I didn't rate him as highly as I initially did. I remember a couple of things that did annoy me, but I will say he was. See, you guys say 7. I actually thought he was an 8 out of 10. I thought he was pretty good. I'm not going to
mark Granit Xhaka, obviously, but I thought he was good today.
Yeah,
I thought he was decent. Yeah, man, and he needed to be decent because the last 2 games I've seen him play, I thought he was very sloppy. Yeah, today I didn't see that. I thought he was actually all right.
Yeah,
and he got stuck in as well. Yeah, it was like it wasn't like he was just like not tracking runners and not getting stuck in and not getting the physical side of it. And listen, they had Schneiderlin in midfield, regardless of what you think of him and Delph and Sigurdsson. Yeah, they can put themselves about and they're experienced Premier League footballers. Yeah, and I thought he'd done all right today.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, let's talk about Ceballos. Ceballos, I thought, was another one who did well. He's been given the deeper Torreira role recently, but he's getting stuck in and he's doing the job. I imagine he'd probably like to do something a little bit more creative. For whatever reason, Arteta can't bear, for all this rotation, he can't bear to rotate Granit Xhaka out of the team. Because ideally, I would imagine
that was my point earlier that I was saying that people couldn't process into their brains. Yeah. Oh, we're resting Saka. Well, why don't we rest Xhaka then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he plays every game. So why don't we rest him? Why don't we rest Mustafi or Luiz? Why don't we rest Aubameyang? But we can rest the 18-year-old kid because it's easy to drop an 18-year-old, isn't it?
But yeah, I thought Ceballos was another one who I thought was excellent, and I'll give Ceballos an 8 as well. Let's talk about Meza. Oh my gosh, I'm going to talk about him in a positive way. I actually thought he was really good. Was constantly, he did something a little different in the sense that normally you just see him kind of aimlessly running in the middle, getting a bit stroppy. Then you see him ghost the rest of the game. But actually, I noticed he kept taking starting positions on the byline and then driving into the midfield, which I thought was a pretty interesting tactic. Hit a couple of beautiful cross-yard balls that actually found its target. I thought generally he kept the ball moving well, and I thought it was one of his stronger performances. Nothing dazzling, nothing amazing. I'm not talking about 10 out of 10 stuff, but a 7. I thought he warrants a solid 7 today. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he was decent. I actually thought that was one of his better games, under Arteta especially, because I know everyone's been going off on one. Oh, he's back. Prime Mesut's back. Prime Mesut hasn't been back at all since he's been at Arsenal. So let's get that right. Prime Mesut was left at Real Madrid back in 2010, or whenever it was. Right, we haven't seen a prime Mesut Ozil. We've seen glimpses of it, but we haven't seen a consistent version of it. Yeah, and everyone got their knickers in a twist when he played Chelsea and United. Then he scored at the weekend, and then he's back to that up today with a decent performance again. I thought he was class today, man. I actually thought he was really good, really good.
Me too. I thought he was really good, especially in phases, and especially once we scored our first goal. I mean, he almost. It takes a goal for Mesut Ozil to wake up. And once we scored our equaliser, I think he thought, okay, let's help this team get back into this game. Because I think we all kind of sense the same thing, that yes, Everton are a decent side, they're causing us problems. I didn't think they were unbeatable. I sat there the entire time thinking I didn't think they were unbeatable. Now, they put it on us in the last 10, 15 minutes, but I didn't think they were unbeatable. And I think Ozil clearly sensed the same thing, and he was just trying different stuff, and I liked it. That's all I want to see from Mesut. Just some effort. That's all I want to see. So, Hi, Kerry. I hope you're well, my darling. I hope you're well. Let's talk about which way do we go? Right-hand side, Pepe. I thought Pepe was one of the better standout players in the first half. A large part of the second half, I thought he went missing. First half,
really, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought first half, if I'm being honest, I thought he played pretty well. Obviously got his assist. So I was screaming my head off because I'm still trying to prove to so many people that we've got a player here. But at the same time, I have to also be fair. And I thought the second half, he did go missing a little bit. And I have to say, it's probably about 6 out of 10 for Pepe. So not the worst, not the best. Flip side to the other side for our captain, he was my man of the match. I thought he was excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I told you, I changed my mind.
Yeah, come on.
I thought he was excellent. Worked hard, like you say. It wasn't just the 2 goals, but actually it was his movement generally I thought was really good. And when you look at I think it was his second goal where he opened himself up to slot it past the keeper. That came from his movement. All right, yes, David Luiz had to see the run, but you've also got to make that run. And he did that and opened his body up, slotted it in. And for me, I thought was very good. I want to see more of that from Aubameyang. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10, though. I'm going to give him a 10.
He was my man of the match. Well, you're giving him a 9?
Yeah.
I agree. I'm giving him a 9. I'm not going to give him a 10. If he'd bagged the hat-trick, it's a 10.
Yeah, hat-trick would have been a 10.
But he was class today, though, man. He was really good. His movement for that first goal, for his first goal, was sick. Yeah, and again, like I said, both. I know he was coming in off the left that side, and he put it in the bottom right. But then you see with his second goal, he's on the penalty spot near enough, or like just outside the 6-yard box, and there's nobody near him. That is where I want to see him week in, week out. Exactly. Yeah, every single week, just play him up front. I don't care if he can't hold the ball. Yeah, just get the ball into him, he'll score.
Yeah,
and I think we're wasting him on the wing. Think how many more goals he'd have if he played up front.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Eddie, I actually thought it was his best game in an Arsenal shirt. And I know he scored 2 for Norwich before someone says. I get that. But I actually thought it was his best game in an Arsenal shirt. I thought he was excellent today. Generally was just a nuisance. Worked very hard. I feel like I missed somebody's donation, by the way. If I have, I apologize. I feel like I missed some of these donations because I feel like I saw something highlighted earlier and I missed it, but apologies. But yeah, I thought he was constantly making himself a nuisance, drop deep. But the thing that he did this week, which he didn't do last week, is he dropped deep to help the team out and immediately went back up front. That's what I want to see. I don't want you losing your position altogether. Scored himself a bad man goal, which I liked and I enjoyed. And yeah, I actually will give Eddie more than a 7, the way that some of you guys are giving him. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he was really good today. Really good today. And yes, I did think it was better than his Norwich Carabao Cup performance. And I was live at that. But I preferred the movement and the general all-round play today. I thought was better.
Well, you thought it was better than that Norwich game?
Yeah, I did. I honestly did.
Wow.
Because, yeah, he came on and scored 2 bangers, and the movement for that was good. But actually, his all-round team contribution was a lot better today. It was a lot better. He dropped deep. He was everywhere, bro. He was everywhere.
He did play well. I wouldn't go as far to say he was better than the Norwich game, but I thought he played well today. He took his goal well. Yeah. We've always rated Eddie, bruv. Come on. Right.
Oh, apparently it was Sleet. Oh, gosh, I hate this name. Slit. Thank you. Apparently it was his donation, so thank you very much.
You said her, his.
Yeah, because I swear you told me it was a her before.
Never told you that in my life.
Yeah, you did. I'm telling you. But yeah, thank you for that, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, substitutes before we go on to the manager. Saka. I'm going to give Saka. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I thought the assist was a bad man assist, and then that was it.
That was a sick cross. Yeah. And then for about 10 minutes spell after that, he had that right back on toast, brother.
Yeah.
He literally roasted him down that side. Yeah, Sidibe and Iwobi, he killed him off, bruv. Yeah. Second half, they done a job on him.
He just kept giving the ball away, and some of the passes he was doing, I was like, "Bruh, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I was tempted to give him a 6 because I did think the assist was especially good, but I'm going to give him a 5. To me, I was pretty disappointed with the rest of his game. Who else? Guendouzi. For the short time Guendouzi was on, I thought he was a nuisance. He almost created that chance where Eddie hit the crossbar. See what I'm saying? Eddie was everywhere today, bruv. Where Eddie hit the crossbar. I remember that looping shot that hit the crossbar. And I think that came a lot down to Guendouzi just harassing people. I like that fake number 10 role for Guendouzi. I think it suits him. There's not a lot of emphasis on defending. You can literally just be a nuisance and run and do his thing. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for that. And who was the other sub?
Torreira.
Slotted in, didn't he? Did no drama. Give him a 5 out of 10. As for Arteta, as per usual, the teams are baffling.
Yeah.
They are baffling. But he won. He won just by hook or by crook, but he did win. And I think for that reason, I'm going to give Arteta a 7 out of 10. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Another win. It's Win FC, bruv.
3 points FC. What is going on? We've ditched the draw.
It was weird.
We've ditched the draw and we're on other furniture. That's what's happening. So please do stick a like on this video. Very, very quick one. Who says we only get views when we lose? Look at that. Over 258 people watching.
Hey, bro, people chat rubbish, man. It's just, you only get views when you're losing. How comes I've had 27,000 views on the watch along then?
Oh, wow. Yeah. 27,000.
Yeah, that's okay. Now. And 5,000 on the starting 11 reactions. So there's 32,000 today. That's without crowd ratings. Yeah, you only get views when you're losing.
There you go. Okay. So before you exit this window out, guys, please do stick a like. I know I keep banging on about it, but I know you'd rather me bang on about this to donations. You know, donations are great. I always plug it back into the show, but the likes are most important. So like squad, do your thing. Lead by example. crush that like button for me.
I'm doing it as we speak, mate. I'm doing it as we
Thank you
speak.
very much, my guy. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
We're not leaving until we get another 13 likes, by the way. We're not leaving. Should I go and get the Jaeger out the fridge? Do I have to go and get the Jaeger?
Are we on 87 likes right now?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, guys. You could do better than that. 249 people watching. Come on, guys.
94. Come on, they don't want me to get the Jaeger. That's what it is.
Yeah. Everyone's like,
the stream this time.
Everyone's like, now Jaeger lead. No. Flashback.
We've only got a couple of little cans, man. We're chilling today.
Just to give you guys an idea of my schedule, I'm going to talk to Ola because I know he's been working. But me and Ola will be reviewing the Tyson Fury fight, Wilder fight. We wanted to do that earlier today, but my man's work schedule is a mad thing. So we will be doing that.
It's literally in the morning, man's walking out his door to go to work. It's like, what are you doing? Mad. 8 o'clock at night, you speak to him. Oh, I'm just going down the A45 to Northampton, bro. Like,
honestly, I've told him before. It is a new job.
He does.
But
hard, man.
Me and Ola's YouTube channel is in the description right now. I know a lot of you have been subscribing recently, which is great. So anyone that wants to know my thoughts, I've done a preview on there. In fact, I did 2 previews on there. I did one with Kenny Ken on there. So make sure you go check that out. Also, my movie channel is in the description below too. Go give that a subscribe. Go give that some love. I will also give that some attention and love soon. And I'll be back tomorrow with Late Night with Chig on this channel, where I will bring to you some sort of discussion piece. And then I'll have a debate with you guys about and see what you guys think. Probably some transfer news, knowing me. All right.
Before you go, I do apologise for cutting you off. Before you go, shameless little plug.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on. Plug away.
No, shameless little plug. I don't know why I can't get into your comments. Well, can you just stick that link in the comments? That's my player rating for 10 o'clock. I've set up the thumbnail. See, look, I'm working while I'm working. Yeah, yeah. That's go, everybody who's in the chat, go to that video link and just go and bang the like on it. Just go and bang the like on it, and in an hour and 12 minutes, I'll be live doing my player ratings. Chig, thanks for always coming on my channel, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Thank you for coming back on onto this channel.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't let me put a comment in there.
No, it's annoying, isn't it? That was the issue I was having earlier. That was what I was struggling with earlier.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. Hope you've liked it. I hope you subscribed. I'll be back again tomorrow. I think that's pretty much it. So take care. And Lee?
We've got Ozil. We've got Arteta. We're marching on. Everything's good. Life's good. That washed-up manager Ancelotti, bro. Stick him in the bin. Never wanted him. Always rated Eddie Nketiah. Don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're done.